They'll be calling you a radical, more plagiarism of Kevin Blanch, and more. This is important. So the band, everybody's been coming to me, including my own daughter, says, "You seen these lyrics to these songs AWOL has put out?" No. Look at the video on Radical, the song The Radical. It's your balloons and everything floating up, fugo me not. It's like word for it, and then you listen to the album and they go through it, remember the ninth of remember. They're quoting you verbatim. Then they get to another song, there's a hole in my DNA through the jet stream, blah, blah. They're like, oh my, so I don't give a fuck. It's been going on for so long, they don't give a fuck. You know, I remember when Wes Anderson, back when I was really in vogue, millions and millions of views. I remember the writers for the new Orange is Black, but I don't watch any of that fucking contemporary shit. Called me on the phone one day. Says, you know, they sit around and watch your videos. Where do you think they got the nun fucking thing? You know, over and over. This has been going on and on and on. Now remember the karma, you fuckers. This is what kills me about it. They'll tell you they do it. Then they have, you know, the one song they talk about, I think it's called YouTube. YouTube, it's Hole in My Heart, The Jet Stream, Remember the Ninth of Remember, Radical, fugo me not. And I don't care. I've told everybody for years now, use whatever you got. I don't care. You could have anything I have. Have it. Take it from me. Because I don't want it anymore. I don't care. This is the fucking scumbaggery of the NSA and Google and everything, what they've done while I'm in critical condition. I was given 2 months to fucking live with AML leukemia. This is the outrageous part of all this. They think they're above it. They even say in the Radical, don't want to die on the 405. Remember when I did all those fucking videos about getting killed on the 405 by, you know, the marine biologists were killed on the 405. So was Bill Monroe's daughter, you know. I've done lots of videos talking about it. I mean, it's word for word, Kevin Blanch. I mean, they make no bones about it. You know, that's okay. But you know what kills me? They can't even fucking send a donation to my foundation. You know, there's donation buttons up. Karma's a motherfucker is all I got to say. But, so, years ago, when the influencer started coming out, the first real influencer data that was out ranked the top influencers on YouTube, on the internet. And they ranked fucking literally millions of them. I made the top 100. They had me in the top 1,000th of 1% of influence. Google sent me an email and says that I was in one of the top 10 YouTube sites in the world in retention. Now think about that. Flipping the can, the communicate. Think about how successful I was with that. But then what happened? That's when the nuclear energy PR firms in 2015, ran right out of Canada, started to slander me, attack me, and then they got smart. And they started to shadow ban me. They went to work. Now think about this. This is unarguable proof. I've went to the FBI. You know, the different people that were doing things. I remember that dude that made post-ignorant scammers Facebook page, you know, faking all over. We tracked them down. My group, Anonymous, we tracked them down, who they were. A lot of them were ex-cops. One of them was up in Calgary. The other one was in LA. By the way, the one LA cop that was doing it, slandering me, that made that website, he's in prison right now for pedophilia. So we tracked them all down. Felonies in all 50 states. By the way, Dunford up there's handicapped also, but he lives in Canada. I live in the United States where we have the First Amendment where my father died so I could fucking do this. You know, and so they plagiarize me, but that's okay. I'm cool with it. I don't have a problem with any of it. Go ahead. It's been going on to me for fucking years. I remember the first video I did about Fukushima the day that it happened. I was out in the Nevada-Utah border protesting the nuclear waste coming from Italy. Mike Lee, whose dad's a downwinder, you know. Secret thing, and that's where I was at when I put that video up. It took me hours to get it up. Got pushed all around. When I went to bed that night, it had 143,000 views. This was in the old days of YouTube. Remember my cute picture I used to use with the girl with the hard hat, the Russian painting? That, you know, when you picked your own background and everything, the organic nature of YouTube was so good. The next day I got up, it had fucking 12,000 views. And I'm like, what the fuck? Years later, Google came to me, went through a lot of my videos and did that. And they says, we took away abstract view counts. Okay. in their definition of an abstract view count is tagged to a newspaper. Well, Europe tags a lot of my videos in the day, made front pages of fucking papers. By the way, I was the lead fucking shots all over ABC fucking news for 2 days in a row this week during the election. Interviews all over. So they says we took them away. By the way, AdSense account, remember I had a little AdSense account in the early days. While I'm in critical condition in the bone marrow transplant center, YouTube took it away. Why? I still have no idea. By the way, if you try to like my videos, you can't like my videos now. You comments, they fuck them all up. I don't police the comments, they do. I'm still fighting cancer. I didn't have a transplant, I was too sick. Thank you everybody who supported the historic work, but because I give myself away. You know, you could plagiarize me all the fuck you want, and they do. And so that's when they woke up. They're like, because they were way behind the curve. You know, the Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate, the PR firms, the trolls, the rats, because I was way ahead of them. I'm always ahead of them. I'm always one step ahead of them. It's like my doctor says when I was in the bone marrow transplant at LDS. Eco, watch all of them. Every fucking major one that came to visit me, you know, had stacks this big of media requests. I'm quarantined in the LDS East Bone. What a story. They're like, oh my God. My doctor says, well, you know, they all backed out. I says, yeah. Because I didn't die. Yep. And that's when they went to work, but I'll quote the head of the main fucking psychiatrist at the LDS East Bone. She says, Kevin, all this hard work and this incredible activism, this incredible story, you're going to get nothing for it. Zero. You know they're going to plagiarize you. They're going to stomp you. They're going to attack you. They're going to do everything. But I was given 2 months to live. On 11/11, there's no stairway to fucking heaven. There's a hole in my DNA, fucking through the jet stream, fucking, because they'll be calling you a fucking radical. I remember when they fucking tried to take down my site for that. And I says, oh, you're going to fucking, I got that from Jesus Christ. I got that from, you know, that's not my line. That's an old line. More power to you. But give me some credit, you know. I'm poor. I was broke. She says you're going to get one thing for all this hard work. Your life. Where the fuck do I sign up? Where'd you sleep last night? Don't you fucking lie to me. I slept in the dead fucking pines with the sun from Fukushima, Japan. It all shines. It'll be called Fugo me not. Remember those balloons with the central line hanging out of my jugular vein? I did those over and over and over. Floating up on the top of the fucking top. It's a hole in my DNA through the jet stream. Breaking news, fish swim. The jet stream moves left to fucking right. You think you're all above it. What about the dead tide pools? What about the fucks? I mean, it's amazing how this fucking country plays. They will do anything for money. Anything for fame. I don't really give a fuck. That all went away when I was in the bone marrow transplant center, clinging to life, going in and out of a coma. I made deals to myself, not to American manufactured Jesus, to whatever powers there be. I promised myself, because I watched everybody die around me. That's a 1% survival rate. How about me dropping it in the streets in the protests in D.C.? I didn't know I dropped it. Some young girl comes up to me. You think that's just a coincidence? That's a needle in a haystack. She says, I found this on the ground. I just have a hunch for some reason. I think maybe it belongs to you. Those are miracles. So, I was the influencer, and they evaluated millions of YouTube sites and Facebook and all these social media genres. And I was in their top 100. Not now, of course not. Because the PR firms fucking shadow banned me. You know? Which, you think about that. Huh. Karma on you, motherfuckers. You can't even make a donation to my GoFundMe page. I hope you get rich. Hope you make lots of fucking money. And I like the song, by the way. And I like the music. I mean, the Radical song is cool as fuck. I mean, I really like it. So, see you on the 405 soon. And I'm not going to get killed because I'm going to bypass that motherfucker. Straight to the beach. See you at Tourmaline Canyon. You want to come talk to me? I sit there at the bottom. I'll be there soon. The end of November. Remember. The 9th of November. Remember the 11th of November. 11/11/11. Kevin Blanch goes into the three of them. Into the bone marrow transplant, fighting for my fucking life. Because I give myself away. All day, every day. Well, I made a deal. And the deal was, you fight these monsters every breath of your life and you can live. There's 44 of us went in there. I'm the only one left alive of that fucking group. And I'm still fighting. I had fucking open heart surgery, my gallbladder. It's been a brutal fucking war. I was a millionaire. Mike Lee kicked me out of Medicaid. Had no money, had no insurance. I don't know how I didn't starve to death. I'm still, on thin fucking ice. I know that. Huh. Oh, I'm a fucking radical. Stay tuned.